Now I begin the text of the short story The Child that is written by Premchand. People call Gangu a Brahman and he considers himself a Brahman. People call Gangu a Brahman and he considers means he has a feeling that he is a Brahman. The narrator here introduces the one character of the short story whose name is Gangu. Uh, the writer or the narrator says that people call Gangu a Brahman and he considers means he has a feeling that he is a Brahman. My groom and other servants salute me. Groom here is horse carrying person. The narrator says that his horse carrying person and other servants salute him even from a distance. From this line, we can understand that the story is narrated in first person narration. Uh, we can see the use of my. My groom and other servants salute me even from a distance. The narrator says that his horse carrying person and other servants salute him even from a distance. Gangu never does. But Gangu never salutes to the narrator, who is the master of the house. Perhaps he expects me to greet him by saying, I touch your feet. It seems to the narrator as if Gangu expects from him that he should greet him by saying, I touch your feet. He never touches a glass from which I have drunk. The narrator says that he never touches a glass from which he has drunk, and I have never dared ask him to fan me, and he has never dared to say him to fan him. When I am drenched, when he is drenched in sweat, drenched means wet. When he is wet in sweat and none of the other servants is around, Gangu does pick up the fan. When there is no other servants near about and the narrator is wet in sweat at that time, Gangu picks up the fan, but the look on his face indicates that he is doing me a favor. But the look on his face, the feeling on his face that he is a Brahman, he belongs to a high class, indicates that he is doing me a favor, that he is doing a favor to him by fanning him. For some reason I always take the fan from his hand immediately. For some reason he always takes the fan from his hand immediately. He is a man of extremes. He is a man of extremes. Uh, the writer here tells about the character and the behavior of Gangu. He says that Gangu is a man of extremes. He cannot tolerate people's chatter, he cannot tolerate people's conversation. He must have very few friends. He must have very few friends. Perhaps he thinks it beneath his dignity to sit with the groom and the servants. The narrator tells about him that he thinks it beneath or below his dignity to sit with the groom and other servants. I have never seen him socialize with anyone. The narrator tells that he has never seen him being socialized with anyone. Surprisingly, he is not given to opium or hemp. This is an extraordinary virtue in man of his class. Surprisingly, he is not given to opium. Opium is a kind of intoxication, or hemp. Hemp is also a plant. The narrator in this line says that is not given to means he is not habitual to any intoxication. This is an extraordinary virtue in man of his class. Virtue means this is an extraordinary quality in man of his class, that they are not habitual to any intoxication. I have never seen him perform religious rituals. The writer or the narrator has never seen him performing religious rituals or go for a sacred bath in the river. He has never seen him going for a sacred bath or a pure sacred bath in the river. Despite being absolutely illiterate, he is still a Brahman. He is absolutely illiterate, but after that, he is still a Brahman and wants the world to respect and serve him in recognition of this. He is still a Brahman and he wants that the world uh, to respect and serve him in recognition of this. Recognition means as he feels that he is a Brahman. For this, he wants that the people all around should respect and serve him. And why should not he? Uh, the narrator says that why he should not expect respect from others. If people can not only retain control of property accumulated by their forefathers but also derive status from it as if they had generated it themselves, why should he give up the respect and honor gathered by his forefathers? If people can not only retain means get control of property, accumulated means that is gathered, that is earned by their forefathers. If people not only get the control of property that is earned by their forefathers but also derive status, they also get the status from having the property as if they have generated it themselves, as if they have uh, earned it themselves. Why should he give up the respect and honor gathered by forefathers? Then why should he give up the respect and honor that is earned by his forefathers? After all, this is his only inheritance. This is his only inheritance, what he has inherited from his forefathers, the respect and honor from other people. When other people get the control of property that is earned by their forefathers, and they also get the status uh, by having the property, and then he also has a right to expect respect and honor for being a Brahman. After all, this is his only inheritance, means he has inherited this thing from his forefathers. It is a right uh, of him that he expects respect and honor. Uh, the writer has this view about him. I am not one to talk too much with servants. The narrator in the second paragraph tells the readers that he is not in habit to talk to servants too much. I don't want any of them to come and talk to me unless I call them. The narrator here tells his own character, and he says that he does not want any of the servants to come and talk to him unless he calls them. I don't approve of having my servants at my back. I don't approve means he does not agree of having his servants at his back. At his back means be ready for him and call to perform small course. Course means jobs. He does not want that the servant should be always ready to perform his minor works. I find it much easier to pour my own drinking water. He feels it easy for him to pour his own drinking water, light my own lamp. He lights his own lamp, wear my own shoes. He wears his own shoes and take out books from the cupboard myself, then to call for Hinga or Maiko. He himself takes out the book books from his cupboard without calling to Hinga or Maiko. Hinga or Maiko are the names of the servants. And the writer says that he does his small works himself. He does not want that his servant should be ready for his minor works. This helps me feel autonomous and self reliant. This makes me feel autonomous. Autonomous means he feels free, and self reliant means he believes on himself, he relies on himself, he feels himself satisfied by doing his small jobs. The servants are familiar with my temperament. The servants are familiar with his temperament or behavior and rarely approach me unnecessary. They rarely means they do not approach to him unnecessarily.